Hey guys, Fox here, welcome to another video, and today we'll be talking about 5 things that we all did in primary school. Now, if you don't like this video, because this is different to my normal video, make sure you tell me, because I'm just trying out something new. I thought it'd be something cool to do with my new camera, so yeah. But without further ado guys, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so coming in at number 5, we have the school shop. Now, I don't know if you guys had school shops, like only some kind of did, but we used to have a school shop which was filled with, like, I don't know, like sweets and shit. But then all of a sudden, like, the government started imposing laws that basically all schools have to be healthy schools, and then we got filled in with all this bananas and apples and stuff. We had this shop called the Tutti Frutti shop, and it was basically just an excuse to buy like water. Like, you could literally buy glasses of water. Well, not glasses, like little beakers of water. And you also could buy like bananas and apples, and nobody bought a single thing. Like, we used to buy like sweets and stuff, but then we bought nothing, and then the school was, it literally had no money because no one bought anything at the school shop. It was actually really funny. But yeah, so that is coming in at number 5. But yeah, I just don't understand, why would you ruin your entire school business? Like, seriously, we want to eat sweets, we don't want freaking apples and bananas and healthy stuff. I mean, look at me, I have literal cans of freaking Rockstar Energy on my shelf as like a glory sign. Do you honestly think I'm gonna buy a banana? Alright, so coming in at number 4, we have that when you go into assembly, right, and you sit down and then the teacher walks in, or if you walk into a classroom at the start of the day, everyone would go, "Good morning, miss," insert Miss's name. Good morning. Why? That was the most annoying thing I had to ever do, because everyone was speaking like they had freaking autism or something. They were just so slow, it was annoying. Like, honestly, it was the most annoying thing ever, and I don't know why schools do this. Like, what is the point in everyone saying good morning to each other? Like, seriously, just get on with the presentation or something. Like, I honestly really got stressed out with this, and I don't know why, because like I said, I was only in primary school, but seriously, it really annoyed me, because I can't be bothered. And we also had some disabled kids, and basically they were doing sign language, so we had to do the sign language as well. We had to do like all this stuff. It was really weird and confusing because none of us had a clue. We were all just going like, we were all just like randomly clapping our hands together because we didn't know how to do sign language, obviously, so it was really weird. Alright, so coming in at number 3, we have shoes. Now, every single boy in our year, I'm not kidding, every single boy, not even in our year, in the school, had a fresh pair of these trainers. Like, literally everyone either had like the Adidas, I don't know what they're called, but or we had the Nike Mercurials, them ones. Everyone had them to play football with the freaking bouncy like rubber ball things. Like, I'm not even kidding, we had to have like these weird soft balls because people kept getting hurt with the real ones. But let me show you, I think I still have a pair. Alright, so I found some of these, mate. These were my old trainers back in Dames. As you can see, we've got them. We've got the fresh Nike logo. It's really, you can see where I've been kicking the ball a bit too hard. But yeah, everyone just had some of these. Like, I'm not even kidding, everybody. Every single person had a pair of the Nike Mercurials. Alright, so coming in at number 2, we have the God-given right. So, you go through all years of primary school, right, until you get into year 6, which is the last year of primary school, until you could finally sit on the benches during assembly. Like, this might sound like it wasn't a big deal, but in year 6, this was like the best thing you could possibly have. Like, everyone was like, I want to sit on the bench. Everyone was just completely obsessed because they were like, I want to sit on the bench and look down at all the peasants. It was such a big deal, like everyone was just obsessed with it, and I don't know why, but we just all, I don't know, the bench was just like a holy chair given to those who are worthy, and it was like for kings and queens and stuff. It was pretty mental. And I remember being in like year 3 and year 4, like, one day I will sit on that bench. And you know what? A few years later, I did. And it was like the best thing in the world. I'm not even kidding. Alright, so coming in at the number 1 spot, what could possibly be better than the benches? Well, let me tell you. So, right, you're sitting in your normal maths class or something, and we've noticed that we've gone through all the work too quickly, and we now have 5 minutes left to spare. And in these 5 minutes, we play the one game that everybody's going to be happy at, and no one's going to complain. We're talking about the one, the only, heads down, thumbs up. Now, if you don't know what heads down, thumbs up is, I feel bad for you, son, because it is, honestly, it was just the most fun game ever in the history of primary school. Alright, so the best way to explain heads down, thumbs up is most of the kids in the class would basically put their heads down on the desk like flat, and then put their thumbs up in the air, and you'd have to close your eyes, and there'd be these people who walked around, like there was about 4 of them in the entire class, and they walked around and they twiddled their thumbs, and if they twiddle your thumbs, then you got to put your hands down like that. Right? So if you were the one who got your like thumbs twiddled, then that was like the best thing ever, because that means that you have a chance of being one of the thumb twiddlers, if you get me. So at the end of the game, when everyone's thumbs have been twiddled and everyone's gone back to the podiums, the people whose thumbs have been twiddled would stand up, and then they'd have to guess who twiddled their thumbs, which was one of like the 4 people stood at the top. And if you got that right, then you know, you get to stand up at the top, and the person who twiddled your thumbs has to go sit back down. It was that sort of game, and it was the best game to play ever. But the thing about the game is everyone cheated. Like, no one gave a shit. Everyone was just sat there like this with their eyes wide open, just looking at the floor to check whose shoes they were wearing, because like I said, everyone had different shoes. Everyone had a pair of these on, so it was easy to tell whose shoes were like whose, if you get me. So like you'd see, oh, blue Mercurials, oh, that must be Luke, and then you'd say Luke, and then Luke would be like, you cheated, and then we'd all have a paddy. But it was so fun. It was like the best game ever. Alright guys, so that does conclude this video. Make sure to give me some feedback. If you think I'm being too much like Joella, let me know. And if you want to see some other videos, make sure you tell me so I know. And yeah guys, I'm It's Fox signing out, and I'll see you all later.